It was on April 8th when over 87,000 gallons of raw sewage was spilled near Airline Road and Getty Street here in Muskegon County. It's a concern for one Norton Shores man, as he says he and a resident are still dealing with raw sewage in this part of Mona Lake, and he's frustrated with how the incident was handled. For John Backus,
Lakeshore living is a lifestyle.
there's nothing quite like living on Mona Lake.
Constantly in the water, constantly doing things on the water, from water skiing to sailing and kayaking.
It came as a surprise when his contractor sent him a public health notice from Muskegon County.
There was a spillage of sewage of over 87,000 gallons. And the notice said to stay out of the water for 48 hours.
On April 8th, a municipal sewer leak released around 87,000 gallons of raw sewage near the corner of Airline Road and Getty Street.
He came yesterday to put the boat lift in, and when they were putting the lift in, they started at the bottom some more, and they clearly smelled sewage.
His neighbor is also dealing with the stinky situation.
When he had his dock put in, the contractors that put that dock in, their wetsuits were filled with sewage.
A concern as residents along the shoreline draw water from the lake for irrigation.
You know, within a month and a half, there's going to be thousands of people out on this lake enjoying the lake.
His next step, reaching out to officials at the Muskegon County Public Health Department.
The official told me that it's up to private residents to do testing on their own. The county only tests county spaces, which I don't think is quite right.
So it was quickly stopped. I think it was less than an hour.
Michael Eslick with the Muskegon County Public Health Department said testing was carried out the day after the leak.
We sampled at Hidden Cove Park, which is the mouth, which is right at the mouth of Black Creek. We sampled at Ross Park, Mona Lake Park, and Lake Harbor.
He said as long as sampling results came under the parameters of 130 fecal coliforms, the public advisory could be lifted.
A couple parks were was one non-detect, one was at 1. And then Ross Park, which is, I believe, the city of Muskegon Heights Park, that came in at 9.7. And right at the mouth of Black Creek was at 81.
And residents with concerns are responsible for their own samples. But John's frustrated with what he says is a lack of communication from the county and a poorly handled situation.
Why isn't any responsibility being taken and somebody coming out here and helping us out and making sure that what's reported is actually there?
Especially since he's paying $142 out of his own pocket to sample his side of the lake.
If the test that we paid for shows that there's a problem, what's going to happen then?
Something only his test results will tell.
We're asking you to test the lake water that thousands of people use. It's not just the homeowners here.
If his samples or anyone else's who samples and has concerns, of course, share them with us.
In Norton Shores, Alina Howder, Fox 17 News.